Okay, so this happened to me last year. I was 25 when this happened to me. I am now 26. My name is Chris. I live in Florida. It was a Friday night when I decided to go fishing out on my boat. I have a 36-foot Sea Ray. I left the dock at around 6 p.m. I went fishing for a while. I caught many fish that night but none were keepers. At 9 p.m. I decided to stay out on the boat all night. I tied up at a dock that many people go to by boat and spend the night. This night particularly there was no one else there. At around 10 p.m. I was resting in my cabin watching TV. I fell asleep by 11 p.m. It was pretty comfortable on my boat. At 12:30 a.m. I heard a noise. I went to check it out. I noticed it was a smaller boat. The guy got off the boat and was slowly walking towards mine. He was checking my boat out. I thought this was weird. Then I noticed this guy had a huge machete on him. Now I was scared. He was staring at my boat holding a machete. After about 10 minutes he walked down a trail. I untied my boat and drove away. I went to a different dock. I found another place a couple of miles away from the last one. I went back to bed after that. At around 3:30 a.m. I heard something again and when I checked I couldn't believe it. It was that guy again. Wow, I thought. What happened next was the scariest thing ever. He came on my boat and started knocking on my cabin door. It was locked though. He started yelling at me to let him in. What he said next was scary. He said, "Let me in now and I'll only hurt you a little bit instead of killing you." What the fuck, I thought. This guy is crazy. He was kicking at the door. I called the police and they said they would be 15 minutes. There was a parking lot right by the dock. The police said they would pull right up to the dock by car. It would be 35 minutes till a police boat shows up. The guy then said, "When I get in I will kill you, you cop caller bitch." He then started kicking much harder at the door. Fuck, I thought. I thought he was going to get in. I can't believe this actually worked. I yelled at him that I got my gun out and I'm gonna shoot you if you don't get off my boat. I didn't actually have a gun though. I then heard him run back to his boat and started up and drive away. The cops came quickly after he left but they were too late. They took my statement. The guy got away. They said they would look for the guy. It was too dark out so I couldn't tell what kind of boat he had. I decided to go home after that. The next morning when I went to go fix the stuff he broke on my boat I noticed a note. It said, "The police will never get me, you asshole." How did this guy find my boat at my dock, I thought. I decided to call the police again. They just took my statement and said they would look for the man. But there was not much they could really do as I didn't even know what kind of boat he had. The next weekend, it was a Friday night at 11 p.m. when I heard a knock somewhere on my house. I wasn't sure at first where. Then I heard a bang on my front door. It was that fucking man again. I don't know how he found my house. This guy is crazy and out of control. I called the police again and they said they would be there in 15. As I was waiting for the police, I heard gunshots. Then I heard my neighbor yelling at the man to leave me alone. I heard more gunshots. When the police showed up, it turned out the crazy guy shot my neighbor in the leg and stomach. My neighbor survived, thank God. The police were not able to get the guy. But this crazy guy stole one of the police cars after they arrived. He drove the police car too fast and they could not keep up with him. The police found their car an hour later crashed. But the guy was nowhere to be seen. They ended up taking my statement again and told me to call if he comes back. Thank God he never came back ever again since. The police still never caught him, and luckily my neighbor was okay the next day. That was the scariest thing ever for me.